confidence is very important in life. It is critical for a good personality. Confidence enables you to face difficult situations and difficult people. Now, how do you build your confidence? First of all, you must define your goals. You must define your duties at the workplace, your duties in the family, your duties for the society, and so on. So that enables you to develop your significance of life so that you feel that you are doing something worthwhile. Next, you must develop a good focus. Focus will enable you to do your duty with devotion. Then, you must be a good listener. Now we see Lord Krishna is a very good listener. So he is very clear about how to deal with the doubts that Arjun has. That clarity can come only if you are a good listener. Next point is no hubris, no foolish pride. Pride or ego, it creates big problem. Then you must have courage, you must have optimism, and you must have a positive attitude, thinking that you can. Now, all these qualities we can find in chapters 4 to 6. The advice that Lord Krishna gives to Arjun is indicative of the various points that I have talked about. So what I will do, I'll read the concerned shloks. I'll not read the shloks in Sanskrit, but I'll speak about the meanings of those shloks in English so that we support the points which I have made from the Bhagavad Gita. The confusion or lack of confidence emerges from the feeling that if I lose something which is so dear to me. Now in Shlok 20, Lord Krishna says the person who has no attachment to the deeds or to the results thereof is free from worldly matters and is fully satisfied with his involvement in his duty. He may get involved in any kind of action, but his actions remain free from attachment and therefore he has nothing to worry about. He loses nothing, he expects nothing, and therefore he is not scared and he remains confident. Lord Krishna continues, he says, the one who conquers his own self and has a quest for knowledge and is a devoted human being, he achieves wisdom. Thereafter, he remains in peace because he is fully devoted to his duty. So that means in whichever situation you are, if you are totally devoted to what you need to do, which eventually becomes your habit, then you don't feel scared of anything, of any circumstances. He further says, and the person who is full of suspicion, lacks devotion, lacks discretion, destroys himself without a doubt. Here, such a person is inconfident. He lacks confidence. There is no place for such a person in this world because he always feels inferior and he cannot be happy and at peace. In chapter 6, Shlok 7, the Lord says, Arjun, in pleasure and in pain, in summer or in winter, in respect or disrespect. The person whose mind bears no agitation or no attachment is a person who has attained self-realized freedom. He remains calm and confident. He continues, the person who keeps complete control over his body, including his senses and mind, and who does not live on vain hopes. This is important. Who does not live on vain hopes and is free from greed is a confident yogi. He should often seek a solitary place and meditate. Meditation is recommended and it is extremely good for developing your confidence. He continues, the unstable and restless mind wanders among various worldly objects, and the practitioner must shift his mind away from these objects repeatedly and should try to stabilize in this manifestation of the Almighty and in His purpose and His duty. This way, he will retain his peace. Here, Arjun asks a question. He tells Lord, this mind is extremely capricious and vacillating. It is equally strong and obstinate. Therefore, I consider controlling the mind is as difficult as stopping the wind. Lord Krishna says, Mahabhav, there is no doubt the mind is extremely fickle and is difficult to control. But with continuous practice of unattachment and constant effort to perform your duty, it can definitely be controlled. And once your mind is controlled, you become stable in your efforts to resolve your daily problems, in your efforts to move towards the goals that you have set for yourself. Now, the dialogue between Arjun and Lord Krishna is indicative of how to develop confidence and also how to remain at peace and be happy by performing your duty. Duty and its performance to the best of ability without attachment is the core subject that the Bhagavad Gita talks about.